So, what do you expect to see from this? Because Kojima gave me a good laugh the other day when he announced the director's cut of Death Stranding. How do you have a director's cut for a game that you were in charge of?
Yeah, right? Like, shouldn't the director's cut be the actual game?
Like, how about you release a director's cut for Metal Gear Solid 5 so that it's actually a complete game? Maybe then I'll actually play it.
That would require them to complete the game.
I know, right? That would actually require effort, you know.
Speaking of things we're not going to see, gameplay for the Elder Scrolls 6.
Yeah.
Like, we might get a fancy trailer or just yet another teaser, like an extra 2 minutes.
There's a greater chance of us seeing Skyrim 2 than seeing fucking Elder Scrolls 6. Well, here we go.
Yep.
Prepare for more disappointment and being underwhelmed.
A fancy Xbox logo.
Like, what would be even the point now since Elden Ring's been announced? Like, how are you going to top that? We better be able to ride up the mountain with that. You saw that horse gameplay, right? He's like riding up the mountain. Like, we better be able to do that in game. Otherwise, I consider that game to be a colossal failure already. Oh God, fucking Todd.
Yep.
Yeah. There's a guy. Tell us lies. Tell us sweet little lies.
Are you seriously going to go with this is the friendships we made along the way line?
Yeah, I know, right? Jesus Christ. Here's your goal. Get it out before Star Citizen. Shouldn't be too hard for you, right?
Brand new universe, 25 years in the making. Yeah, because that's how old the engine is.
Maybe they can actually make a new engine in 25 more years. So already getting Outer Worlds vibes. And I feel like that did exploration better. Not seeing anything new or exciting that I haven't seen already.
Okay, so it showed the first like 30 seconds of the game. Is it like what is this role like? Where,
dude?
What's the gap?
Did you see that art? You see that artwork? Looked like Drew Struzan's art. That's probably the most exciting thing that I've seen. Shout outs to Sarah Bond. It's exclusive.
Because although it's been an incredibly
yeah, put an asterisk next to that name.
Yeah, right.
We are committed to forging the next era of gaming.
No, you're not. I've been saying that for the past 5 years.
Look, she gotta eat. I don't blame her.
30 titles, 27 in Xbox Game Pass.
The greatest scheme that'll make you not own your games. Like, realistically speaking, are you ever gonna make the time to play all those games that you wanted to get on Xbox Game Pass?
Let's take a look at what you'll get to play.
No.
Very good moves, comrade. Leon. No thanks, bro. Leon, help!
See, you see Leon, I see Falcon. Or not Falcon, the Winter Soldier.
Oh, yeah, Bucky.
Yeah.
Mr. Barnes, war is not over for you. Mr. Kennedy! Oh, is this that Back for Blood or whatever? They already did an extensive trailer like a few weeks ago from the creators of Left 4 Dead. Like, it's already sold itself.
If it wasn't for the fact that Valve was allergic to the number 3, this would be Left 4 Dead 3. It'd be great. Like, certain styles of game don't need to reinvent the wheel. It's fine.
You know what really upsets me is the fact that this is what people like, and it's gonna sell regardless, and yet they can't do the same for Resident Evil Outbreak. Like, they give us Resistance and fucking Reverse and Operation Raccoon City, yet they can't implement this for Resident Evil and just give us like Outbreak File 3. Like, the formula's already written and people already dig it. It's like, it's easy money. Like, how do you screw it up? Like, how does that not cross your mind? Capcom will never make sense to me.
Enough environment, Scott Byron. Setting?
Yeah. I love this song, and I completely forget who the hell sings it. I used to hear it all the time when I was at, my family gatherings, and I'm kind of upset that I forget what the hell it's called.
That's all right. Someone in your family can listen to this and shame you later.
Oh, Sea of Z's. Oh, here's your little bathroom break if you want to use that again.
Blues from beyond the horizon.
Only one knows the path to David Jones' heart. Him come back to wreck your day. Fuck off. Fuck you.
Buddy.
That's the only way you could have possibly gotten more people to play your game. You motherfuckers.
Well.
Like, I was literally just making that joke with Tia Dumlin like a few seconds ago. And you actually bring his ass over here. Like, that's not actually Johnny Depp, is it?
No, that is not Johnny Depp.
Like, it's been so long since I've seen a Pirates film, I can't even tell anymore. Are you serious?
He's been.
I was just kidding, dude. What the fuck? God damn it. I hate it when companies do this. I was literally just joking about him taking David Jones' life. And there he is! I fucking hate Capcom for making things so predictable. I wasn't even trying with that one. Literally wasn't even trying.
Yeah, here you are making jokes in, generic pirate game, and it's exactly what you thought it was.
Rare, I will now forever despise you for this shit. Here I was, half jokingly thinking that we're gonna get a new Banjo-Kazooie, and then they pull this shit. I'm done.
If it had been like a pirate-themed Banjo-Kazooie, like a new IP,
that would have been great.
Right,
that would have been great. Finally, some excellence.
Yeah.
Finally, something that actually has some personality. I wasn't even paying attention. This is the new Battlefield?
I think so.
Ugh. Whatever.
I mean, it's really easy for me to say whatever because it's not my franchise, but like, it looks neat. There's lots of explosions going on. Like,
there's the haboob that I've seen in freaking Spec Ops: The Line. Maybe this one won't suck my soul like Battlefield 1 was. Now there's 9 hours I wish I had back. Psychonauts 2.
Maybe Tim Schafer can actually finish a game. Yeah, I have a whole rant about Tim Schafer, and it's not nice.
I would think not, because some of the controversy that I've seen.
Tim Schafer can't make a game without a publisher. Double Fine trying to publish their own stuff and do their thing through Kickstarter and all that was dreadful. Psychonauts, the last good thing they made. Fight me.
We love that we can share the stage with Xbox this year, and whether you've known us for 35 years,
that is the time that he would say this. But what's he going to say instead?
Look at all these games we abandoned and really had no part in making.
If you're looking for another Doom Eternal will be optimized for Xbox Series X and S on June 29th.
Too bad it already plays so well on PC. I am so fucking pissed that they still got to be selling 60 FPS as if it's some big feature when it should be the standard in like every game, especially a first-person shooter.
The PS2, some of the greatest games ever, like run at 60 FPS.
Yes, Devil May Cry, Twisted Metal Black, Ace Combat 4, Metal Gear Solid 2, all games that released in 2001, by the way. And every single one of them run at 60 FPS. Solid. And you can't do it today? 20 years later? Unacceptable. I don't accept any excuses they make.
I don't either. Especially when, PCs can very easily, if you're going to a single monitor setup, push 120, 160, 185.
And on medium settings, too.
Yeah, 60 is unacceptable. It's a console. You're going to be taking a step back because of however many year old technology. But 60 FPS is perfectly fine.
Perfectly doable.
Their performance mode should be 120.
I kind of wish I waited to get my PS5 before I played Last of Us 2 because there's no way in hell I'm going to be playing that game again. Even with its upscaled 60 FPS. I could have just, did my disappointment then and just not have to worry about getting the best performance.
That's okay. I still need to be disappointed. It'll be fine. The 10 people that still play Fallout 76 will really enjoy that.
I mean, I find it surprising that they're actually putting effort into it.
Are you talking about the Elder Scrolls Online, or are you talking about Fallout 76?
I mean, both of them, honestly. I mean, why even bother with Elder Scrolls 6 when you've had, 4 different expansions within the last decade?
Look, unless you're starting to show, concurrent players or peak times, I'm not interested. It could be any number.
I bet half of those numbers are just there because they're desperate for some Elder Scrolls, and that's the best that they have to offer.
Now nothing is off the table.
Hey, that's John Bailey. That's the Honest Trailers guy. Yep. He's great.
Yeah, it is. What is this? Pick your fuzzy fighter. Oh, not only is this going to be a longer trailer than Elder Scrolls 6, but it's already infinitely more entertaining.
I know, right? This is animal abuse. And I'm weirdly okay with it, and I shouldn't be.
Party animals.
Sure, why not?
Hades. Okay, cool. We're getting a Hades port to Xbox One. Great. Or Xbox Series S. And
I was thinking more they're going to actually have an expansion to this? That'd be great. Look at all these awards that you bitch asses will never get.
Right?
I'm so glad that Supergiant is finally getting the recognition they deserve.
Dude.
Bastion and Transistor are just mwah.
So Bastion and Transistor, I mean, as you said, 10 out of 10. Beautiful piece of art. Yep. All right. On Game Pass.
A physical release? Let's go. I mean, I can get it on Switch for physical, but still, let's go.
Yeah.
Well, there's your big gun. I'm sure you could have done well for yourself by investing in another franchise.
Halo Infinite multiplayer will be free to play and invite more of you than ever before to become a Spartan hero.
That seems like a yellow flag to me.
With Joseph Staten, the
Trying to
creative
compensate
director
for
of
something
Halo
that lacks in the
Infinite.
base
From
game.
helping
I like the fact that they're like, hey, you know, for us to see or to talk about the peak of Halo 3 ODST.
I swear it looks no different than Halo Anniversary. Like if I were to turn on the filter of Halo 1 and Halo 2 Anniversary, it look exactly the same.
And on Xbox Series X, you'll be able to enjoy Infinite's multiplayer action at up to 120 frames per second.
I know I'm gonna put down this hot take that's gonna come to bite me in the ass, but
Sure.
if it looks like this and can do 120 FPS, I'm sold. Like I don't mind that it looks still a little dated. If they can actually pull off that 120,
Yeah.
I'll forgive them.
You know what I find ultra concerning is that I'm looking over at Twitch chat and they're like, oh my god, rip off of Apex. How bad is it that your multiplayer that set the standard for multiplayer now has to take influences from other multiplayer games that have risen up in the past 6 years? Or is it that your fans are so ignorant that they don't realize that Halo did this way before?
That you're the OG.
Yeah.
It reminds me of those people that played, the remade Demon Souls for PS5, and they're like, it's so easy and basic, like, and it's like, yeah, duh, it's the OG. Like, of course it was. It's the first game.
Wait, Blizzard doesn't even have a conference this year, do they? I mean, I would think they would be big enough to where they didn't need to share a conference with anybody.
I mean, that would require them to put out a game.
Too busy trying to bow to their communist overlords in order to do that.
No, they're too busy fucking Overwatch 2.
Damn, just remakes and remasters of old games. Welcome to the future. Ooh! Oh my god.
Ooh, this is...
Is this what I think it is? Oh my god. Please let it be.
Is this stuttering hardcore for you?
Yes, it is. Please, for the love of God, let this be what I think it is. Yeah! Finally, something interesting! And they had to fuck it up on this. Go figure.
Somebody's
getting fired hardcore for this.
Yep.
I'm already on board. This is a Plague Tale 2. This is the best thing that they've shown so far, and you're screwing up on this? Requiem. God, of course it had to be subtitled Requiem. Day one by. I love the first Plague Tale.
I slept on it, actually, so no, that...
I wasn't expecting that. That was the first genuine surprise. I see that Ubisoft's continuing their trend of charismatic villains that barely get any screen time in the games. They finally upped the ante this time by getting an actually good actor. You know, to their credit, this is the first Far Cry game that I've seen in a long time that doesn't look like absolute generic garbage.
It's so easy to just place assets into a game sometimes, so like, I love when they add little details like that. Actually make characters seem human.
Far Cry, Just Cause. Oh wait, it's not SXX, I don't care. Fuck off. You already had your chance with that, what is that, Steep game from Ubisoft? And that failed. Why even bother? Wake up, Mr. Anderson. We got another city to... Oh, wait. I mean, already has more effort than Cyberpunk 2077.
Better animations, too.
And a better soundtrack.
That was at least 30 frames that was at least 30 frames altogether. Replaced?
I mean, it's basically replaced Cyberpunk 2077, so... Good on them for that.
I love trash talking that game, despite how much I had a good time with it.
I mean, yeah, I had a great time with it, but... certainly has no shortage of things to complain about and nitpick and mock.
Oh god, this must be what Fallout 76 players feel like that actually like that game.
Wait, this game actually released? And talk about flying under the radar. I didn't realize it was already out. I didn't realize this was still a thing. I hardly ever see it being played.
Dude, I was gonna say, like, its play usage has gone down so much, but like, it's a fun time. Like, I hope they keep working on this game and that it gets kind of its renaissance. I mean, the Xbox is kind of in desperate thirst for RPGs,
I mean,
so, you know.
It's like a little light to be on that Octopath Traveler trend. I mean, the art style looks a little bit more interesting.
Oh, and what?
The prologue.
Okay. Yeah.
Never heard of this, but I'm already intrigued. Holy shit. These graphics are incredible!
I was gonna say it looks like real life and then immediately transitioned into something that's obviously animated. This looks like a friggin' FMV game or something. I appreciate how your commentary was like, yeah, I built a world with no poverty, this and that, and we've just been watching fighting for 2 minutes. They're gonna try it out to Age of Empires 2. Good luck. Good luck, guys. 3 should have taught you this lesson.
No. No one likes lens flares. Fire JJ immediately.
Or finished any gameplay that's actually ready to show. In fact, the only thing they have finished.
I wasn't even paying attention to the satire. Kind of like it.
Yeah, no. I'm like, I appreciate the meta narrative.
Oh, of course it is. What? 2? Already?
I appreciate how they're even like, yeah, it's unfinished, and like some stuff's probably not gonna even make it to the game, but F it, here's a trailer for you.
That's classic Obsidian right there. You know, I could just take a charter plane and get the real experience if I wanted to do this. The ability to play a flight simulator does not grant you the ability to fly an actual plane.
Okay, but
does
like,
have great
people
scenery
playing a plane sims and then that actually being tied to drones that deliver packages sounds like some weird dystopian like.
I mean, it's not entirely out of the picture, I'll tell you that. You know, it's wild, like the crazier theories that we come up with and the more it actually becomes reality, the more I lose faith in humanity. And I didn't think that was possible because I had already lost all my faith in humanity. Great, one of their only 3 franchises that they've been relying on for past 3 generations. God damn it. Every time I see this shit, I'm just thinking, where is my F-Zero, you bastards? God, isn't this just typical? Like, all the interesting stuff that they show gets like the quick rapid succession, and the one thing we don't really care about it. It's the extensive work being showed to it.
You know, the worst part about this particular part of the conference is like, we had like 3 games in a row that went for like this, you know, like hyper realistic, like in the real world, like aesthetic. And I'll tell you, if there was anything between those 2 games, and I'm not mistaken, like, heck if I remember what they are, because they're all going to blur together for me.
Wait, that's your peak? You mean you don't have anything more exciting than that? They low-key dissing their own game? Like, basically been we don't really put that much effort into our yearly games because we got to be cranking them out like clockwork. But hey, look at our visuals. You know, we prettied them up for you guys. So give the illusion that it's a new game. Man, if only they could have used this tech for Halo Infinite. Make it look this realistic. Literally, like, one map of Mario Kart has more effort being put into it than this.
Today, we showed you 30 games. 27 of them will be available on Xbox Game.
And only 5 of them are actually good. No Evil Within 3. Should have put that on the list of games that we're not going to be seeing.
Well, it seems that I aimed too high when it came to my expectations of seeing The Elder Scrolls 6.
That's also on the list of mythical games. It doesn't actually exist. It's just being torn out to be put into the expansions of Elder Scrolls Online. I'd just like to point out once again, we have another CGI trailer that is not indicative of the actual gameplay. Why the hell we keep pulling this bullshit every E3? I do not care. No gameplay? Fuck off. It's a very simple rule. They still can't seem to follow it. Well, I saw a grand total of 6 games that looked awesome. That game... What is that? Replaced? Plague Tale? That game that looks like Inside? See, and I already forgot. I had the damn thing written down, and now I've already forgotten.
There it goes, Psychonauts 2.
Aiden, I forgot that. Oh. I mean, didn't they already release this? Like, right when they...
I think so.
Except it was actual, like, life-size?
No, apparently it's really happening.
How about you focus on manufacturing more consoles?
Of course that would be the fucking tagline, Xbox and chill.
I am utterly disgusted and disappointed that they would go for something that easy. I mean, that's something that I would make. Not multi-billion-dollar company.